Welcome to the Magic of Coffee. You're here with Jordan and Alex, and we're a podcast about Magic the Gathering, coffee, nerd culture, and much more. We've got our cups of Joe. Let's get into it. That's a little off. That's all right.
I have to get used to this.
Yeah. We're on the screen. I mean, it's fine. My forehead's really white, but that's not that big of a deal.
Well, it's probably because of that and then the sunlight.
Yeah.
And then I'm brown.
You're not as yellow as you were last
look
week.
Different on the screen. You got to take a left at this dick.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting having that up there.
Yeah. No, it should be fun.
All right. So, all right, whatever. 3, 2, 1.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. All right, welcome back. Season
What's
2,
up?
episode
Zendikar
3.
is out.
It is out. We are having some issues with Arena. And we're continuing to have issues with my Arena. So, as long as I don't get a black screen, I'm happy. So
Yeah, for some reason mine is working just fine here.
Yeah.
But his is not catching the server for some reason.
If I'm on my normal Surface tablet, it was just black screening, and then I hooked it up to my bigger monitor, and then it was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna work now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna periodically just keep going back there because
yeah, I could see it too.
we kind of have to. Yeah, you just tell me and then I'll
big.
I'll do it. Because God, look at my fucking.
Yeah, you have crazy hair, dog.
I know.
I fell asleep earlier, so
Yeah, today's been a weird day.
yeah, it's been a weird couple days. As per our
Tradish. So the video will be out I'm assuming first, the pack opening, as long as that fucking starts working. But I opened up the packs and I have everything here.
I mean, also if need be, I could log into your Arena.
Oh
and
yeah,
then open my packs. It's happening. We did. We recorded 100 packs. We opened 100 packs on Arena. 50 Alex, 50 me. Alex, you pulled some pretty good stuff.
Oh, you know what I pulled, baby.
I pulled some great things too. Hopefully,
nothing.
we'll record that after this. But yeah, outside of that, it's been a week.
Yeah. Well, are we really getting into this on the podcast?
No, you don't have to.
No, it's up to you, dog. It's your stuff.
Well, yeah. So I got fired yesterday. In the middle of the PlayStation conference thing. And
You hate to see it.
yeah, I had a buddy over here, and he immediately was like, I just got hired at a job. They're looking for more people. You want a job? I was like, yeah, sure. All right.
Yeah.
So that happened, which was cool. So I got a job. I got fired, and then 3 hours later, I had another job.
Which is good.
Yeah, and then I had to drive down to Irving today. It's about 30, 45 minutes away from here. To do that, and on the way,
pee-pee test.
yeah, I took a piss test and some other things. And on the way, my tire more or less just decided to explode. The treading on the tire, about 6 inches of the treading on the tire, just decided to yeet itself off. So I drove 20 miles with half a tire.
Yo, dog, I gotta call in. Is what your tire essentially said.
Yeah, I know. So that sucks, but I got it fixed. Paid a lot of money to get that fixed. More money than I wanted to. But it's still just saying waiting on server.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah.
I can go close Arena and then open it back up.
No, I got it. That's fine.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, it's been a weird range of emotions the last few days because the place I spent the last 2 years working at just said they don't give a fuck about me. And now I have a new job. Whatever. But yeah, so Zendikar is out on Arena.
Zendikar is out on Arena, and I just pulled. So I also spent all of my gold, which you'll see in the video. If you haven't seen the video, go to the fucking video. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. This is the magic coffee.
It's a magic of coffee.
But I spent all my gold and all the rest of my gems that I had left over from last season on packs, and I got a bunch of shit. I also didn't know that there is another board wipe that is black.
Yeah, there's another board wipe.
Shadow's Verdict. I have one of them, so I'm probably going to get 4 of them. It's a 5-drop, 2 black, 3 colorless. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the graveyard. And all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the graveyard.
Wow.
And the field. Excuse
Yeah.
me. On the battlefield and graveyard.
Okay.
So that is definitely an Uro killer.
Yeah.
Oh no. Demir Mill is going to destroy me.
Yeah. That's like we talked about last week. And now it's just kind of solidified as we're seeing like the cards actually, have our hands figuratively our hands
put
on
our
these
hands
cards
in it.
And I think we're gonna try something a little later. If we can get my arena up.
You're gonna do like the draft style.
Yeah, we're gonna look through the cards and maybe do like a draft type thing.
I think it'd technically be like a pre-release in a way, but we just don't have like instead of like 10, 11 packs, it's 50. But
yeah,
we're still gonna do a. I just saw another fucking red card. God damn it. 40 card deck,
Yeah.
Tunk, Rubble Fort,
Tunk.
Defender Reach, 1 red, 2 colorless, 0/3. Creatures you control have haste.
Hey, that's a crashing drawbridge in Thrones.
Yeah, but you don't
Defender.
have. Yeah, but this is immediately haste for everything.
Yeah,
and
that was tap. You get haste. All creatures you have haste.
Yeah.
But
God, dude, what the fuck is going on?
That's gonna be interesting.
I'm just kind of looking at the cards now, but I got 2 Nissas, which is pretty much the only thing I wanted for standard.
Yeah.
Not for now. Like, there's probably cards that I'm gonna enjoy. Like, I love the counters.
Yeah, I'm interested for the podcast next week, honestly, of the decks that are gonna start popping up. And how that's gonna happen. So, because every color combo is just insane.
It's very insane.
Sultai is definitely gonna still be a thing until they ban Uro. Because when you win the standard tournament and then you win the mythic tournament. I'm sorry, when you win the standard tournament and you win the historic tournament with pretty much the same deck and your win con is Uro. I wonder what's gonna happen there.
Technically,
I would be surprised if they don't ban him, but I think people are kind of getting upset with the bannings that are happening recently. But
yeah, I mean, fucking yeah,
gross about.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I found as far as my Sultai deck. Now, I haven't hit Mythic or anything like that. I haven't really been trying. I'm going to start trying again because of Arena updating. But Uro was not my win con. Ugin was.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, either Ugin or Shark Typhoon.
Well, like the idea is that Uro's there as, more or less a place. There's some win decks where the Uro is the win con, but a lot of the times that I see Lotus playing Sultai is it's like a placeholder. It's just to like piss you off and for them to get that card draw in.
Yeah, I mean with Mill, like I've faced a couple Mill decks and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be fucking easy.
Yeah.
But most of the time, especially if I'm playing casual specifically, but sometimes when I'm playing ranked, if they mill me out and then there's an Uro that pops up, usually they concede. Because there's literally nothing they can do. Because I wasn't playing in normal standard. I was playing standard 21, M21. And there's nothing to really... There's stuff to exile the graveyard, but if they don't have it in hand, then there's nothing they can do. And then Uro is coming out, like, regardless. Because you just milled me for fucking 8. I'm like, oh, I can get Uro out now. Fucking turn 4 Uro.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Sultai's gonna be gross still. I think we talked about Mono Red's gonna get gross. We thought they were gonna slow down. They are not.
No, because fucking Wizards just approves anything now.
Yeah, fucking Mark Rosewater was just like just high on cocaine for a month. Bender and was just like yes to everything.
I think I believe that Crack Plate Baloth is going to be the make or break for green, and I think it's going to annihilate. If you guys can figure out how... I'm saying you guys because I don't really play green unless it's combined with blue.
That is the...
That's the 7-drop, but it doesn't have to be 7-drop. And it's the kicker, so it could be a 10/10 haste hexproof.
The spell can't be countered. Hexproof.
Yeah, and it can't be countered. If you guys can do ramp or like something...
Well, I mean, there's fucking Lotus Cobra has the landfall play is what's gonna like have it like come out
yeah.
real quick.
Yep.
I could see turn 4 crack plate Beloth 7 drop, and then if you have another one in hand, you can turn maybe 5 or 6 that 10 drop. But
yeah,
it all depends. Well, now that fucking reclamation is gone. I forget what that. It's not. It's something. Was it just called reclamation?
wilderness reclamation.
Wilderness reclamation is gone. Crack plate is gonna be. Just think about fucking. You could turn.
Did you just call it crack plate?
Yeah, crack plate.
Let's call it crack pipe.
Crack pipe. Yeah, you could do some real gross stuff with landfall at this point.
You can, especially because we got cultivates.
Yeah.
We have sacrifice a land, put 2 lands.
Regrowth.
I'm going back to the black and blue stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Blue has a party mechanic, which is cool. I quite enjoy it. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1 plus an additional 1 for each creature in your party. Mm-hmm. So realistically, it could be unless the controller pays 5. Here's the thing: it's a 1-drop, 1 blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Do I think the party mechanic's going to actually work? I'm not sure. Realistically, without board wipes, it actually could. You know, because for each creature in your party, as long as you have like a warrior out, then it's a 1-drop counter target non-creature spell unless the opponent pays 2, at least, or 1. I guess it's at the least.
Oh my god.
What?
It's just fucking length foam engine. It's that mythic artifact. Legendary artifact. It has like the copy spells thing.
Oh yeah, I want to read that.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Where are you at?
2 color. It's a 4-drop. 2 colorless, and you tap it. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for that copy. It's a 3 colorless and tap. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for that copy. And then tap 4 colorless and then tap the artifact. Copy target permanent spell you control.
Yeah, dog.
That's going to get real gross.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God Karn rotated when this came in. Because that would have been fucking nasty.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't use it in standard. But I'm going to definitely use it in EDH. I mean, because I've been bored and like all of my time is devoted to standard arena, not standard tabletop anymore. I've just picked up EDH because obviously we have thousands and thousands of cards. So I just kind of started putting decks together, like kind of budget decks. And then I started building sliver decks, control decks, wall decks. You know? How's it looking over there?
Not great.
I can probably work on it in a second. I think I know how to fix it. You know, I think, you know. But I don't know, man. I'm not necessarily excited about this set as much as I thought I would. But I think I need to just sit down and look at all of the cards.
Yeah, it's a really strong set. I think a lot of it is going to come down to what decks are going to start popping up.
Sorry. I looked. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Why do we look so good?
Because there's not any. It's not top 8 that you would find new deck builds.
Oh. Yeah, they just notified me.
Who did?
Wizards. This is happening to everyone or to most people.
Oh.
Mine just for some reason went through. It just sent me a
their servers are down. That's what's happening.
Yeah, but somehow I'm on it.
Oh, okay. Well, Arena Crash, that's happened.
Yeah.
Because Zendikar, it's a big set, you know, and Thursdays are the big days.
It's a big set. Literally everyone's on it, you know. Like, it makes sense. Could you imagine how many packs were opened at the exact same time?
Oh, yeah.
It was probably crashing because hundreds of people are on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of that's happening at the moment. So, aggro mono green. 9, 16, 20. Interesting build.
Yeah, it's I'm not dogging on the set. It's gonna be a very fun set, especially the land.
Yeah.
Let me actually do this. I want to see. I'm curious about this land here. So also we got the full arts. Oh, I didn't get all the full arts. I didn't even get my favorite one. I don't give a fuck about these arts. Fucking bitch ass.
Oh, did you not get all the full art lands?
No.
That's lame.
Which is fine. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to use them. I have the lands that I like. I am going to use the plains because they're fire. But I do quite enjoy the I like to flip lands quite a bit. Mm-hmm. I fucking can't stand the $10 fucking shock lands. I hate doing that shit. Also, just so we're aware, I don't know why the fuck there are shock lands now that are only mono.
Are there really shock lands that are? Oh yeah,
they're the flip cards.
There's flip cards that for 3. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of lame because it's like, why when there's a land behind it?
Yeah.
Unless you're like trying to, is it go find a mountain if it's a mountain, or is it go find a basic land?
What are you talking about?
The shock lands.
No, it's literally like it. So it's the flip card,
mm-hmm.
and then it comes in, and then it literally says it'll come into play tap unless you pay 3 life, and then it'll come in untapped.
Oh, that's dumb.
But it's only one fucking color.
Yeah, and then there's a land on the back of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little spotlight. I just looked at it, and now I have a fucking dot in my eye. Fuck.
You can hang out if you want to. You can sit over there.
We're on the screen.
You're not gonna be seen if you sit over there.
Well, you're about to be seen, but
well, yeah, they're gonna see your red shirt.
Move counters. So there, huh? Hell yeah, it does.
It smells like cat poop and piss.
Well, that's not me. So I'll read this one just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
So it's Amuria's Call. That's the angel producer.
Yeah.
You know, the angel baker.
Whatever.
And then the other side is Amira's Shattered Skyclave. When it ETBs, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped, and if you shock it in, it just taps for white instead of like Watery Grave, where it's 2 different colors.
I guess they're trying to get rid of. I guess they were like, that's so dumb. I think they're trying to get people not to do that.
What, do like, shocklands?
Yeah, I think they're trying to get away from that.
I agree that they don't need to have shocklands anymore, but also like don't put they still have shocklands. They just shock for one fucking color, which is dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the big ass Hydra boy, the sorcery, turn timber, whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. It's a 7-drop with all the counters. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That one is like pay 3 life. It comes in untapped.
21, 24. What is UTC timed code?
I don't fucking know. We might have to check your updates.
UTC.
Let's see. I didn't.
Oh, it's coordinated universal time. Oh, okay. So, as of 21/24, which was like 5 minutes ago, as part of our extended maintenance, players may need to restart their client in order to continue playing matches. Yeah, they're in it at like a maintenance at the moment. That's what's happening.
Oh yeah, they I bet they're just dealing with a clusterfuck.
Yeah. So yeah, we're at 28% battery, so we'll just have to remember we're soon. Hey, bunny.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah. I was just eyeballing it.
Yeah.
We're still getting used to the camera.
Yeah, we're still getting used to the mics.
We've been doing this for almost a year.
I think. Oh, I didn't even realize I pulled one. Crawling Barrens.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna run that.
That's a good land card.
Yeah.
Ancient Green Warden. Reach. You may play lands from your graveyard. If a land entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control, To trigger, the ability triggers an additional time. Are you fucking kidding me?
I've told you that one last episode.
Yeah, I know. That's just dumb. That's real. That's just like, it's just like, hey, landfall can trigger twice now.
That's exactly what that does.
Yeah.
I think landfall could do well if it's played appropriately.
Yeah.
But if it's not played appropriately and it's just like random people with landfall,
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna Uro them into the ground. I'm literally just gonna play Uro until he's banned.
Yeah, I know.
He has to get banned. There's no reason why not.
Yeah, I know.
Either he's getting banned or Nissa's getting banned.
Nobody's gonna get banned. They're gonna let things be a shitstorm for the next year. But
I think Questing
Yeah,
Beast should be
that's-
banned.
Questing Beast is not gonna get banned.
He's so overpowered.
He is bait. We've literally talked about this 100
he's
times.
bait. So
He
is
is
Uro.
He is so easy to get rid of. If he had hexproof, yes, ban him. But he doesn't have hexproof, so he's not bannable.
He's bannable.
He's not bannable. He's so fair. He's so easy to get rid of. I literally don't have a Questing Beast out on the field for more than 2 turns.
Yeah, because it needs to get banned.
No.
Have you seen the Simic Serpent? It's a Virazo, the split current. When it ETBs with a +1/+1 counter for each mana spent on it. It's the Simic, 2 Simic elements and then X.
Oh wow, the Hydra. Fuck. Yep.
Whenever you cast a kick spell, you may remove 2 counters off of whatever the fuck. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets.
Yep. Soul Tie's fucking taking over.
No.
With the Hydroids and that now, yeah, no, it's
The Hydroids are rotated out.
Are they rotated out?
Yeah.
Well, that's a new Hydroid. That's literally like a Hydroid. That's literally the Hydroid.
That's not going to do well.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I guarantee that's not going to do well.
The Hydroids. They're fucking. That's literally that. It's just a different name because it has a little different bit of a spell.
Well, the Hydroid also had you gain life and draw cards for X. This is just like, oh, I have counters on it.
Fair.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Still makes me upset.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't have flying.
You don't have flying.
Also, it's literally I could just eliminate it, turn whatever it comes in.
Yeah.
Also, the proliferate cards kind of went away, so
Yeah.
we don't have that. If we still had proliferate, yeah, overpowered.
Also, I think it's gonna come into play for when we do, we do the wizards thing, but phasing. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's fairy has phasing. Phasing is gonna be a big thing," and literally nothing happened. Because I think
It's annoying.
Yeah, I think the Viking one is gonna be similar to Thrones. I think it's gonna be a very similar set to how Thrones was.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Wizards one is going to be very heavily.
I think that one's going to be very heavily blue.
Yeah. Connor, bud, your cat's weird, dude. Your cat's real weird. That's all I'm saying. He can't figure out how to get across it when there's a perfect path.
They say bridge.
He went, there's a new thing there. I don't know what to do with it. He's going to whine.
I didn't pull any of the Angel of Destiny.
Oh. Lumeg's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
1 green, 1 blue, 1 colorless. You tap it to add either a forest or an island. And whenever you cast a kick spell, you gain 2 life.
That's all right.
Pretty good.
I mean, I hope they try to make kick a thing, but I don't think it'll work.
No.
Most kicks are going to be, like most good ones are going to be relatively high.
Yeah, high cost.
You know?
Yeah.
Like what we were talking about, the Skyclave Relic.
Mm-hmm.
If you kick it, it costs 6. When it ETBs, you add 2 of them. They're tapped, but it's just an indestructible mana rock, but you get 3 indestructible mana rocks, which is cool, but 6 is a lot. And by that point, if you have 6 mana, unless you're running ramp, game's already over. By turn 6, my Sultai should be online. Or at least be destroying everything so your shit doesn't get online, so we can get online pretty close to.
Yeah, I know. It was just, I was just trying to look at cool cards, all right? That's me and me. To be fair, I also woke up at 7 a.m. this morning to get everything done, and I came here and then took a 2-hour nap, and I'm still kind of waking up from that. So.
Oh, Patch. Hold on. Keep talking.
Is it a patch? There's literally a shortcut right there on my home screen.
I need the launcher.
Oh, It should automatically load the launch. Or if you go, okay, whatever. You got it. You got it. I really like the art on Uruma Mystic. They're like flying on a stingray, even though I hate stingrays because one killed Steve Irwin. Yeah.
Steve Irwin needed to die. He was too OP. They couldn't nerf him. He was already going through rotation.
He was literally the greatest of us all. Okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he was.
Forgive, man. Steve Irwin would want you to love all animals.
No, fuck that. Fuck that stingray. All right. I'm gonna find it.
It's probably already dead.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
How long does stingrays live for?
If you click on Arena and then run it as administrator, it'll pop the
We're still filming.
launcher.
Keep talking.
Oh my god, stingrays suck.
Average lifespan of an ocean stingray, right?
Yeah.
Of an ocean.
Yeah, I mean, this set is really good, and I'm excited, and I'm mostly excited for everything that was rotated out. It sucks because the Ravnica set was really strong. We've talked about it a few times, but the Ravnica set was super strong,
I love it.
and like I'm definitely gonna miss it, but yeah. It's still just a black screen, dog. We'll figure it out. Like we'll deal with it when we're done with this.
Well,
So,
we're also running low, so we might as well switch to coffee.
well, I have another battery.
A stingray can live up to 15 to 25 years.
I mean, you want to do a coffee segment 30 minutes into this? Well, this is also a weird podcast because like the set's out and we want to get our hands on it, so this podcast might run short anyway. But
We're also there's a bunch of shit erroring as far as
there's
like
a lot of problems going on.
well, just with Arena, not necessarily the podcast.
No, yeah, podcast is fine, but so yeah, we're low on battery, so we're gonna switch it out. So we'll switch over to coffee, and then when we'll come back, we'll do the coffee,
And then we can just keep derailing the fucker.
and then yeah, this is the most derailed podcast we've done yet. All right,
That is not true at all.
no, that's not true. But yeah, so coffee time.
Theme song go.
Theme song go.
Tangents out. because-
Well, we're recording now. We are recording now.
all right, 3, 2, 1. God damn it!
Will you
Every
fucking stop?
time. It's my watch. It catches on
Fuck.
the board. All right, we'll keep that in there.
You need to put a list. We need to make a list, and one of them is headphone extensions, because this sucks.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so we're back.
We are back.
Arena is down. We
Arena,
looked into it a little bit more during the break, and it was supposed to have a 3-hour maintenance block at 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. our time.
am I blurry?
No, I can check the focus on it, but
I look blurry.
the camera recognizes that we have a face. Yeah, you're a little blurry. Let me fix that.
Yeah, so Arena's fucked right now, which sucks because that's perfect. Nope. Yep. Yeah, Arena's down, so I can't really play with my Nissas. Oh god, I'm so
It's
excited.
kind of upsetting.
It's very upsetting. It's
Yeah.
stupid. I'm going to, because I wanted to.
I was getting back to it. So it's
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be a 3-hour maintenance block. It is now turned into a 7-hour maintenance block. And it's just down. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm kind of updating their like page for their status page, but it's just yeah.
Yeah, I'm shutting it down now.
So it was they said, "Hey, we're doing maintenance." And at 8:13 Pacific time, they were like, "Players may be unable to log in at this time."
Nuh-uh.
At 10:44 Pacific time, we're investigating reports of excessive load times. And then at 11, when it was supposed to be done, maintenance has been extended as we continue to investigate load network related issues. And then 3 hours later, they go, as part of our extended maintenance, players may need to restart their clients. And it's just like, yours was working and now it's not working. So
Now it is not
like,
working,
It's
yes.
like just getting worse. So, but coffee time.
Yeah.
This week we have a special treat. I really like this can too. I like that they do the cans.
Jojo definitely likes that they're using the cans. He's like, is that treats?
Yeah, it's Jittery Joe's coffee, which is from Athens, Georgia, and it's Wake and Bake. There's a brewery.
I say brewery.
In Athens, also called Terrapin, and they do a coffee beer, and they used these beans to brew that coffee, and then Jittery Joe's just like sells them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Brewing suggestions: use fresh cold water.
Fuck
Use
that.
1 ounce. Use 1 well-rounded tablespoon per 6 ounces. Yeah, and then the thing is, Jittery Joe's Coffee, Terrapin Brewery, 2 Athens, Georgia-based enterprises have teamed up to create a truthfully unique coffee blend. This coffee blend was produced to be used in Terrapin's Wake and Bake Coffee. Wake and Bake Coffee Imperial Stout. Working together to develop the exact coffee profile to enhance the complexity of the beer. Terrapin and Joe's blended premium coffee from Eastern Africa and Latin America. By combining the two art forms of beer brewing and coffee roasting, Terrapin and Jittery Joe's are striving to produce a better pint of beer and a better cup of coffee.
What do you think of the Joe?
I'm partial.
Because it's from Athens?
Yeah, I just love Jittery Joe's coffee in general.
Do you want to know? You want to hear a fun fact? Any coffee that's from my hometown is complete grass, dirt, garbage.
What are your thoughts before I give mine?
It's all right. It's good. Like,
Is it the best one so far?
no, absolutely not.
You still think the Golden Boy one is?
This one's last on the list.
Really?
Wait, which one did we have? Golden Boy and then Biohazard?
Biohazard.
Golden Boy, Biohazard, this.
Really? This tastes so much better than Biohazard.
Yeah, but Biohazard has that kick. No, Biohazard will go down. It'll be third. This will be second.
Yeah. I just think this tastes better.
I think it tastes better. It doesn't give me the kick that I want, but also like there are coffees that we've clearly had that give us the kick that we want and taste very good. Here's the one thing I don't like. This is pretty warm now. I just went and heated it up. It's okay. Hot, great. But I think most coffees for me are very like good, minus lemonade.
Yeah.
But if warm, it's fine. It's one of those things where I have to like set it down and just like process it, get the aftertaste down and then go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is good.
Yeah, I like it. It is very. I like it. It would be number 2 for me. Also, Biohazard, it just had that kick. It was just there was a lot of caffeine in it. It wasn't necessarily.
But it was almost excessive to where like it didn't make the coffee good.
Yeah, like that's the issue with Biohazard. It didn't. I think Biohazard you have to like use like creamer with it or sugar to make it taste better.
Yeah, which I refuse to do.
Yeah, which we don't do that shit.
We ain't no pussy bitch.
Yeah.
But it's good. I'd drink it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. So let me type on this, please. Oh, there we go. Where's the type?
Dead Spain.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Wake and Bake is number 2.
So this season, we're gonna have a segment where it's, "Hey Alex, did you make a list yet?" Because I have not.
Well, our list won't be nearly as long. We're already like 3 weeks in for the 10. Yeah, so there's another can we're gonna try a little later on in the season. I didn't want to do 2 back to back. So, but yeah, I like it. It's interesting. I don't want to say it tastes like beer at all.
I don't think it tastes like beer. At all.
Yeah, but
I don't even know. I'd have to try it because I don't think it would actually be good
the beer.
in beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so they did the beer. They used these beans to make the beer, and then Jittery Joe's just roasted the beans afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're two separate things, not intended to be drinking together.
Dude, I was whole ass thinking just like, all right, there's this French press. Let's pour the yeast down.
Yeah, no.
We don't have yeast. We have spaghetti.
Yeah. And it's funny because the other can of coffee we're going to drink came with this shirt. And I got the shirt in, and it was like, this is a very Athens shirt. You know, where you like...
Green?
Well, it's just like the texture of the shirt and the stupid pocket. It just... I don't know how to explain it. There's like certain clothes you see in Denton, and you're like, yeah, that's Denton clothes. Like people in Athens wear these type of shirts all the time.
You know what's a Denton piece of clothing? Military boots.
Yeah. Well, I like Twitter just started blowing up with the Denton boy like thing. Like you dress like a Denton boy. So like that's like a whole thing. Like Denton boy, like that's like a thing. Where it's like the earrings and like and they're like, I'm metrosexual. So yeah, that's like a thing. It's very much a thing. It's all over Twitter. At least my Twitter the other day, and I thought it was funny.
I'm not going to say that they're wrong. But fuck.
Yeah, it was just funny. I saw that. And I was like, well, there's Alex.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a coffee segment.
I mean, it's really good. This one's going to be relatively short because like we have so much going on, like with Arena shutting down.
Yeah, Arena shutting down kind of hurts us pretty bad, especially for this week because you got to straighten.
Dude, my hair looks.
So we're gonna start shooting the podcast even later now because Alex is gonna have to make sure he looks good.
I don't give a shit. I'm also like, let's be real, I'm slightly hungover.
Yeah. I was hoping to be hungover today, but because of all that job stuff, I was like, I can't really drink.
Look, dog, I'm making a campfire tonight. I really want you to come with me. I really want you to come with me every fucking...
Yeah, I'm aware.
Literally, whoever wants to take the time to go to fucking season 1 and count the amount of times that I've invited this sweet man to a fucking great party.
Jesus Christ. That was annoying. I'm going to have to cut that segment, lower the volume.
I'll mark it.
But yeah. So.
Oh, no, that's not marking it. Oh, God. Marking.
Yeah, all right. I don't know. We'll see. I'm like, I have a weird range of emotions at this point that I haven't quite figured out what they are.
All right. Well, I'd appreciate it if you go.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no.
I have a feeling I know what it's going to be.
It's a solid maybe.
It's a solid no. Because there was one, every single time you're just like, maybe. And then like in my head always, I'm like, oh, that's a fat nah.
It takes a lot for me
I
to
have my
like,
baguette here.
yeah, it takes a lot for me to like get out and do things.
I literally could just drive you.
Yeah, I am aware, but
You don't have to do
our story. Like I literally like until you were like, you're going to lose. I was like, you know, like it took us. We almost. It was.
I hope they
like,
captured that. Like just frightened little boy.
It took us like 6 months.
I keep forgetting that because I guess our dynamic is so much comfortable now. I forgot that like my literal like first response with you is just like, hi.
You know.
Or it was some form of like very homosexual joke. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting along really well at work because you were like, "Oh, I can make bad jokes with him." Okay.
Yeah. As soon as I can make fucked up jokes with someone, I'm just like, ruh-roh.
Yeah, I know. And then sprung this beautiful friendship. But
dude, I have got to stop looking at this. It's a big ass TV, and I'm just looking at like how there's a square that's capturing our face.
It like sees
and
our
then
face.
most of my hair's outside of the square.
Yeah, it's nice that we have that, but it's also like we're both definitely drawn to it.
I
We're
can
like, ooh, look at
yeah.
TV. There are my faces on TV.
Is this a new episode of Golden Girls? That was a bad joke. Coffee's second for me.
Yeah. So I think we'll still talk about some things, but yeah, this will definitely. I think this episode might be under an hour.
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes.
Yeah, just because.
Well, I mean,
Arena going down because our whole thing for today was
was investigating all of what the new update is, but we can't do that.
And we can't do that because Arena decided to go down.
We'll just have to do it next week, honestly.
Yeah, we might next week. This might be shorter. Next week might be longer because, in the span of the next week, decks are going to start popping up, and
I think the qualifiers are going to start very soon.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. We need to find a website where I don't know if MTG Goldfish will do meta decks. I don't know.
I do top 8.
Yeah, I do top 8 also, but that's for tournament. That's tournament based.
Yeah, that's what I copy off of.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I'm saying is that
Dude, can you say a word? That was just all syllables.
It's been a really rough.
I'm pretty sure you're roaming.
Yeah, dude.
Can you hear me now?
My headspace is all screwy.
I don't remember what you were saying.
Yeah. What I'm saying is because I guess Assistant would be the best bet for that to see what decks are being played the most.
Yeah. So Assistant, which also you can see the percentage of what you're going to draw within a match in real time.
Yeah.
But what you can see is you can see meta decks within Arena, best of 1, best of 3, or whatever, and then tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Which tournaments are best of 3, but different.
I wonder if they're allowed to use Assistant in tournaments. I don't think they are.
No.
Yeah.
We can with qualifiers and shit like that, but we can't do it. If we were to get into Mythic and then actually start qualifying, I'd have to uninstall Assistant. So,
which is dumb.
I mean, it's not dumb. Assistant definitely helps quite a bit. Also, Assistant, I have been adding people and just being hey, now it's going to be different because it's new rotation.
Yeah.
But I've been adding people because I can get their full code, and then I'm just can you play that deck against me again? I need to try to beat it.
So to go on my tangent about Arena, and then we can wrap it up. Is God damn it!
I never wrap up.
You had one game. This is one game, and they're still just doing the base. We did those pack openings.
Where you going?
He's going to live his life to the fullest. Bye. Make pack openings more exciting, man.
Make pack openings more exciting.
That was I'll figure out something that I'll have to do to try to make that entertaining. But it's just oh my God, that is the most boring thing. We got excited for a wild card.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't have been it. If you pull a planeswalker, have some cool effect or something. Mythic, have a cool effect.
Double king.
Yeah,
man. Or you could do if it pop. The fucking the voiceovers when you're playing. Do that shit.
Something for my Dokkan battle game, so you're it's like Goku doing a Kamehameha, and then when you pull down, if he goes Super Saiyan, you're oh shit, all right, so it comes in, cool, and then he'll shoot the Kamehameha off, and then you get the different it's Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, right? Mm-hmm. And then if you hit Super Saiyan God, you're oh fuck, I'm gonna get something good, right? Do something like that, make it entertaining.
The one thing that we'll have trouble with is the 10-pack opening. So, Teferi, one of Teferi's audio voices, he's no, I'm not making this up. I'm no, I'm not making this up. So I want you to say that like that, and then I'm going to count you off. So I'm going to count to 3, and then you're going to say it. So 1, 2, 3, say it. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
No,
I am the light. So 2 planeswalkers, when you do the 10, it's just going to be
But no, it's I know, I get that, but it's if you pull 2 planeswalkers, you could also
it'd be cool. It would zoom in,
the.
It would zoom in the planeswalker.
There's literally exactly.
That's simple animation.
The simple animations. The issue, it's so annoying, and it's Hasbro, because Hasbro owns Wizards at this point. Hasbro's won't reveal the profit margin on Arena but it's just like it has to be close to $1 billion at this point. You know, and there's a whole warehouse dedicated, I'm sure, or office building dedicated to the stupid game. And it's like,
It doesn't seem that way.
you're doing the bare goddamn minimum.
The bare minimum.
You know,
And because of the pandemic, this is all we can do. Like, we actually,
Yeah.
like, this is why I love Magic the Gathering. I'm starting to really fucking hate. I'm not sure if I hate Wizards of the Coast. I think I might just hate Hasbro.
yeah. So I'm. When did Hasbro buy Wizards? Let's find
Yeah.
out.
That'll probably determine like which one we hate, because I know when I started hating the fucking game. Not the game. I don't hate the game itself. I just hate like how they handle their company. Like, they're about to release mobile, which is cool, but they also haven't fixed the.
It's been a while. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was 1999.
Oh fuck!
But it's just like so. Alpha Investments talked about it the other day. There's the different ages of Magic. Like the Golden Age was up until foils hit, and then Silver Age happened, which led into right around 2012 when Ravnica hit, because that's when they started like mass producing cards. It wasn't like per demand. It was like, we're making a bunch of cards, and if we sell out those cards, we'll print more, right? You know, and that's when the Bronze Age happened. And then right around Almaquet, when they started doing the crazy cards, is when the we're in the Iron Age of Magic at this point, where it's the weird sets and all these crazy cards and things like that. And honestly, it probably is right around when the crazy cards started happening that I could say that like the game shifted dramatically, because it almost isn't about the game anymore. You know, like it's about the cards you get. It's not about like, oh, I'm building, you know, this really cool blue, you know, green deck or whatever, right? It's about Ikoria, for example. We got so stoked for pulling those Godzilla cards. We didn't give a shit about the decks we were building.
Yeah.
We wanted the cards, right? Because they were cool and they were flashy. And that's, I think, the issue with Magic at this, like as a whole, is it's the game shifted from, you know, cool decks, wanting to build cool decks because we can just look online, copy paste, build in an arena, you know. And when we get paper cards, we want those cool flashy cards. Like for Zendikar, honestly, there isn't a card that I want. You know, we're buying, like, we have that set booster box coming in the mail.
Well, I mean,
and then it's just like,
the anime looking fucking Lotus Cobra.
well, yeah, sure, that is like the only like.
There's only one card that I want. I want a full art Nissa.
Yeah, you know, and it's
all I
just
want.
like, you know.
Versus Ikoria, it's just like, we want.
I know, and even like M21, the core set, there were plenty of cards that we were like, oh hell yeah, like we want this shit, you know. And then like, I get Zendikar's an older plane, and there's lots that's happened there, but it's a really weird set at this point. I
mean,
there's a lot of really strong cards, but there weren't any that like super stuck out that we were like, I have to get, like Ikoria Mutate. It was like, I was like, I'm gonna build a Mutate deck, and I did, you know, and I had a lot of fun with it. With Zendikar, it's like there's parties. You know, Landfall, a mechanic that's been around for 10 years.
It's longer than that, man.
Yeah, longer than that, yeah. I'm not complaining. I think Zendikar is going to be a good set. It's going to put this rotation. You know,
It's a good foundation for this rotation.
Yeah, you know, and we're getting we're getting 2 new planes, I guess, coming up. And I think the Viking set's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be on the level of like Thrones and Ikoria. But it's
we'll see.
We have another 4 months.
Yeah.
So, and literally next week, my opinion could be completely different. Like once I get my hands on the card and start playing.
This is the only problem that I have with Wizards right now. It's not the auctions, like how expensive their fucking cards are, because they have no control over that. That's us. That's the consumer. It's not necessarily. But take out the updates, because Arena is currently pulled up and it's a black screen still. Mm-hmm. Take out that, right? Like so they obviously, everyone on the planet, including Wizards, know, hey, we should probably fix this problem.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking irritating. But another thing is just like they make it blatantly obvious that they don't really give a shit about the players anymore.
Yeah.
Like they definitely give a shit about money.
Oh yeah, no one. I mean, not to go on that same tangent, but
it's
how many fucking secret layers have we had since we started it? It's like once a month, 2 a month at this point. Like, there's a Zendikar secret layer that's coming out. There was 2 secret layers. There's the dog secret layer and then the stupid monster whatever day secret layer. Like it was like 3 in a month.
and then there was the lands for Ikoria and things like that. The thing is that so if you look at it like that, imagine within the next 5 years how many secret layers we have versus total sets we've ever had.
No, secret layers will surpass.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. And it's just
Because not everyone's buying. I'm not going to buy secret layer. I don't give a shit. I'm not buying secret
one
layer.
and I still haven't gotten it.
Yeah, and it's been what
It's
almost
been-
the duration of this podcast.
I bought it in February, I think.
It's almost the end of the fucking year.
Yeah.
If you do 1 year,
I don't think I'm ever gonna get it.
I don't think you're ever gonna get either.
Like,
From
they
yours.
don't respond to my emails anymore.
I mean, I would give me your email or give me their email, and I'm just gonna spam it every day
Yeah, I know.
because I have to check emails every day anyways, and be like,
Yeah.
still haven't gotten it. Next day, still haven't gotten it. Next day.
No, it's
Twice a day,
insane.
fuck it.
It's just I think the set booster boxes are cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I think they're going to try to transition into that and away from draft booster boxes.
They're going to have to keep drafts.
They're going
because
to.
draft is part of the as part of tournaments.
I know, but I think their marketing is going to shift towards the set booster boxes more.
I don't want them to. I actually like draft boosters
I do too.
because you get more cards, and especially if you want to do physical stuff. Now, for us as literally just box openers,
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit about draft boosters. But like what I would love to do on my birthday is like during the day, like early in the day, like 11 or something, just like grab a group, not get everyone's spouses goes away, and then we just do a draft opening.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind Emily and like not Lily, Evan,
Yeah, we can we'll sit down and we can figure it out. But
or fuck, even Lauren can join because she knows how to play Magic.
yeah, it could be that group. It could be your new group of friends or whatever.
Well, I have a buddy that I might invite to do that, but not everyone. Like my buddy Connor, who you'll end up meeting. He doesn't necessarily understand Magic the Gathering, but he's a programmer. He programs games, or a specific game. And so when I explain what happened during a tournament or what we talked about, anything like that, he can follow really well to the point where he actually wants to watch. He wants to sit in on a Commander game that I play. He wants to sit in while I play like ranked and stuff like that because he's sincerely curious about it. But he said he's afraid to play it because he knows he'll probably be able to catch up to the amount that I've paid in a couple days. And I'm like, it's really easy.
No, it is. It
to
is
just dump $500.
especially on Arena.
Oh yeah,
because like when you buy boxes, like when we bought that, I bought that set booster box last night. I was like, oof, it's $150.
yeah, but that's gonna make fantastic content. Like it's gonna be worth it.
Like on Arena, it was just like cool, $50, whatever. And it was like, whatever.
Yeah, because you're gonna. I mean, yeah, dude. Like as soon as Arena isn't fucking a crapshoot, I'm gonna have a playset of Nissus.
Yeah,
it's so easy. Like, dude, I literally had no idea how expensive Shark Typhoons are. Yeah. I was gonna make my Sultai deck, just physical, just to play around, just to play with people casually. I was like, cool, let me get Shark Typhoon, $10. I was like, what the fuck?
So, and that's the issue is like, because Arena is like official Wizards content and like they don't acknowledge the third party market essentially. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to just like buy cards on Arena, through a third party or something like that.
There's no way.
Which sucks. But
I mean, I want them to make the crafting system better, which we've talked about that fucking since we started playing Arena.
Yeah, I know.
Just let us melt down a bunch of cards that we're never going to use. Like, why in the world do I need 12 negates?
You don't.
Let me melt down 4 negates and get an uncommon wild card.
Literally, like it literally could be that is you melt down 4 of the same card and you get 1 wild card of the same rarity. Yeah.
Or hell, it don't even have to be that. I mean, it could be simpler as like, oh, I don't need let's say I got Croxa. I'm never gonna use Croxa. Go on, melt him down. I get a mythic wild card.
It's I'm I understand, like, coming from, like, I guess playing the devil's advocate and coming from a company standpoint, they don't want you to, like, they want you to spend your money to get wild cards, right? So they want to make it a little more difficult, right? Sure, there's in-game currency and it's not pay to win, even though the game is 100% pay to win.
If you're doing ranked or tournament stuff, it's pay to win, 100%.
Yeah, and it's just I could talk about how much I hate this stupid arena for days, but
I love the game Magic the Gathering for sure. We definitely love the game. It's just what Wizards is doing. And the way that the state of their current game. That's literally like.
It's just a black screen.
That's arena right now.
Yeah. And they just haven't updated. So in the past hour, they haven't updated. Like, it's literally been an hour since they put out the last update, and it's just the game's still down.
So I mean, like, it's just shit like that I'm like, dog. Like,
I understand, like, making video games are hard, and, like, you know, when you have an error like this, somebody screwed up code somewhere when pushing an update, and they're having to go back through all the code and figuring out where the error is.
Yeah, but they should get a bigger. It's not that hard.
It's a $1 billion game. Like, I'm not kidding you. I honestly believe Arena is a $1 billion game.
Oh, I'm sure it is, especially with the Mythic. Exclusively now, I don't think they're going back to tabletop even after the pandemic with the Mythic tournament.
Yeah.
But I've watched someone work on a game that's not necessarily more complex than this, but it's really easy to go and find.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree, but it's just like, again, they have fucking teams on this game, and I just be watch, my ass is going to be fucking working on Arena in 2 years.
Look, if you work on Arena and then the shit starts running better, I'm just going to call you and be like, good job.
Yeah,
I can finally play my negate properly without it glitching.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking stupid. Also, it's like Wizards wants to be like, Arena can be run on any device, right? And then but it's also like, you can't. Like, powerful computers are still like, when you play in Uro.
Yeah.
So it's just
yeah, dude, you play certain fucking animations and it's just like,
yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, my computer's running on low settings.
Yeah. It's annoying. And I have no, like, the issue, like, on PC and things like that, it's one thing because you have a pretty stable connection.
Mm-hmm.
But when it hits mobile and you're playing some dude and he's like on a bus somewhere, and he just drops and you lose the fucking match. Like, I think if the opponent drops, you win. But it's just like how annoying is that going to be?
So another thing as well, the reason why it times out so much is because it gives you clearly understand this, and people that play Arena will understand. It gives you time to reload the game if you drop, and then you can get back in. Which, to the other side, it looks like you're just like wasting.
You're just AFK.
You're just trying to like make me rage quit. So I've actually put that when I play, I put that into consideration. Like, okay, Arena, the people who are working on Arena right now might be fucking idiots, or might not, or the team might not be big enough to really monitor it the way that it is. And so sometimes the server drops on their side, and I just have to wait for them to get back on.
Yeah.
Then there are some times where I watch, because it goes all the way down, and then it boop, and then it does it a third time, and then when it goes real close, they start.
Yeah.
That's when you know.
Oh, yeah, no. I definitely have played some assholes that are just, like, trying to... It happened real bad when I hit Diamond, is that there are some decks that I honestly the only reason they hit Diamond was because they were making people rage quit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's not the way to play the game,
It's, yeah.
But, anywho.
There's so much. But, I mean, either way, like, we're still going to keep playing it because I like playing Arena. Yeah, it's just a problem right now.
The core game itself, when you're actually playing Arena, is fine, usually. They can work on their algorithm. But and I
stop
like
shuffling
playing,
on my land on the top of the fucking deck.
And I like playing Magic the Gathering. I like playing Standard. And it's unfortunate this is the only way to be able to play.
I don't know if it's unfortunate. I quite like it. They're actually losing. They're not necessarily losing money. They're kind of losing money.
I think they make more money on Arena than they do because when you buy these packs on Arena, it goes straight to them. You know, when you buy a box at a shop, you know, that shop takes part of the profit margin and all these other things, right? So,
Oh, excuse me.
it's good.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that. I mean, and it's very convenient. Like I don't have to wait every Friday like I used to. I
Yeah,
just
you know,
play
it
whenever I
is
want.
extremely convenient, and we talked about that even before we started playing Arena.
But it's just it's so irritating.
Yeah, it is.
It's just, like, just fix the problems, guys. Just do what fucking Frontier does and just shut everything off, work on it, bring it back up.
Yeah.
People don't need to be playing at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Do we? Absolutely. Do we need to? No. We could sleep, But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywho. So
Yeah, that's our tangent.
it's been week 3 of season 2.
Episode 3.
We're getting our technical difficulties figured out.
This is not our fault this time.
It stopped recording.
When?
I don't know.
Go hit record. It probably just happened.
It shouldn't do the 30-minute mark thing anymore. Oh my god, I hope we didn't just... No, because I watched it. Okay, whatever. I
Yeah, it's
think it
probably
just
a
stopped
couple
recording.
But so I think what we should do every time that we film is just make sure that it's not on a default like that.
yeah,
Especially if you change the battery out.
Oh, that might be it.
It might have done a hard reset.
Yeah.
But anyways,
We're working our technical difficulties out.
yeah, it's season 2. Give us a fucking break.
Yeah. So,
All right, well,
yep.
You can follow. Fuck.
You go ahead.
You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. The Magic of Coffee MTG.
YouTube. If you're listening on SoundCloud, follow us on YouTube. Watch our content.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Enjoy your mornings.
Enjoy your morning.